Hello, this is Paul in Las Vegas, and going live here with a sports pick for 5:40 p.m. today, Pacific time. Game between the San Francisco Giants and the Colorado Rockies. The San Francisco Giants are playing away in Colorado for this game. They have a record of 12-15 away. Colorado has a record of 15-14 at home. The Giants have scored 7 runs in their last 2 games. The Rockies have scored 6 runs in their last 2 games. Giants have scored 13 runs in their last 4 games. Rockies have scored 17 runs in their last 4 games. Pitching for the Giants is John Brebbia. John Brebbia was a reliever. He almost was made a closer, or was in competition for the closer role back when he was with the Cardinals, and was a setup man at that time, and was very successful as a setup man. He gets a lot of strikeouts, usually has a pretty good ERA, control pitcher who also gets the strikeouts, and pitches well when he's called upon to pitch generally. So John Brebbia is starting as an opener, where the team puts him in as a reliever, and he is almost always pitching just 1 inning as an opener, and that's all they expect from him, and then they take him out and put in other pitchers. And the coach for the Giants, Gabe Kapler, has been a very successful coach. He actually was a player for the Rockies who he's coaching against today. And Kapler seems to manage his team pretty well in these games with relievers. He likes using Scott Alexander as a reliever, who's a lefty, and putting him in games that are close. And Alexander has gotten a lot of wins in these types of games. So he has been successful at managing these games where he has had an opener. Now, John Brebbia, he had, starting May 5th, he had 2 wins in games that he pitched, or the team won twice in games that he pitched. Then they lost a game. Then they won 6 games in games that he pitched. Then they lost another game. So they have been losing 1 game and then going on a streak of wins. And they seem to respond well with John Brebbia as an opening pitcher, and to do well for John Brebbia and in these types of games. So the Giants here are playing the first game of a road trip, and on the first game of road trips, they have been 2-3. But those 2 wins were the first game of their last 2 road trips. The Rockies here are on the first game of a homestand, and they are 1-4 in the first game of a homestand. The most runs they have scored in any game of those 5 games was 5 runs, which was actually in their last game, where they were the first game of a homestand, their last homestand prior to this one. The other games, the other 4 games, the most they scored was 3 runs in a game. They had 2 games with 3 runs, 1 game with 0 runs, and 1 game with 1 run. So my pick today is to go with the Giants for the game on the 9 inning, and basically hope that this strategy of going with the opener and their success with going with Brebbia continues. Brebbia has a 1.74 May ERA and has held batters to a 2.11 opposing batting average. He also has success against the Rockies. Has had a 0 ERA against them in 2022. The Rockies, it's unclear whether they're going to be starting Dinelson LeMay or a young pitcher by the name of Lambert, and I don't really care which of them they start. Neither of them has been pitching well. So the strategy here is that the Giants win with Brebbia as an opener. It's opinion here, but that is the prediction. Thank you.